Hello and welcome to this tutorial on RoadRunner for Beginners by FTC Team 9511 Low Voltage. To start, what is RoadRunner? RoadRunner is an autonomous path planning tool used in FTC. It uses trajectory-based movements for autonomous and allows for consistent and complex movement flows. So here's an example of an autonomous program we wrote for the Freight Frenzy Challenge. As you can see, the robot moves around the field using trajectories to score freight. You'll also notice that after each and every movement, the robot corrects for any inconsistencies, which is huge. Some pros of RoadRunner is that it allows for easy autonomous programming using XY coordinates. This is a big advantage of using RoadRunner because it's much better than using simple time-based motor powers as is the default for FTC programming. Second, you have consistent movement using real-time feedback from PID loops. On the FTC field, you will often face challenges that you cannot account for beforehand, so having this real-time feedback really helps have a consistent autonomous. Third, it allows for quick path changing with alliance partners. For example, if you have an alliance partner whose autonomous path collides with your current autonomous path, using RoadRunner you can quickly change around the coordinates to make sure that you don't collide with them. Fourth, we have different types of movements. If you want to go to a particular location on the field, you have the choice of going straight to it, landing in a different heading, strafing, or even going in a spline to reach there. And finally, movements of the robot using RoadRunner are very smooth and efficient. So here's a piece of example code using RoadRunner. As you can see, it says drive.follow trajectory, which calls the trajectory that you're going to follow, and assumes a starting position, which in this case we've set as the current position. Then you have the actual movement that it does, which in this case is a forward move for 54 inches, and then build the trajectory. This is another example of RoadRunner code, except this time it strafes left instead of moving forward, this time for 24 inches. As I mentioned before, RoadRunner allows for different types of movements in autonomous. This time, instead of moving forward or strafing, it uses line to linear heading. This means that you move in a straight line, but you can also reach at a different heading. In this particular piece of code, the robot ends up at the coordinate 10, 5 with a heading of 80 degrees. So here are some important resources that are very useful when using RoadRunner. First, we have Learn RoadRunner, which is a step-by-step guide to tuning RoadRunner for your robot. Then we have the link to the RoadRunner GitHub, as well as the quick start for RoadRunner in GitHub. Finally, thank you so much for watching. We hope that you learned a lot from this video. Keep an eye out for future tutorials from 9511 on tuning RoadRunner and going through the steps.